Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly. We'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. I will fly.
Shanghai is open! What up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. I'm truly grateful. As you can see, I'm very excited to ride my motorcycle once again after 2 months of lockdown in Shanghai. So for those who have not been following the news, for the past 2 months Shanghai has been under strict COVID lockdown, and the restrictions were lifted on the 1st of June. And so I got to get on the road with my Honda CB500X again, and I was so excited. Seeing people going about their normal daily duties was a breath of fresh air. The first time in 2 months that I really felt alive. I was so excited to see the local malls in my neighborhood come alive again. There was a lot of movement, human and vehicular traffic, and this was a good sign that the lockdown was really over. Saying all this with caution because I'm not sure what the authorities will do if cases rise again, but I hope we don't go back to that situation. And at this point of my riding, I was getting closer to one of the quarantine centers that was developed during the peak of the outbreak.
So guys, in the peak of the virus, this building was turned into a quarantine center. And I know for sure because I used to use this road a lot. It used to be an Audi car dealership. But I think when the numbers of infected people was growing, they moved the Audi dealership away and turned into a quarantine site. But as it looks now, I don't see any movement. It looks like it's empty. So that's good news for all of us. But yeah, this was one of the places that used to be a place for quarantine people. Of course, there's a lot of security around, so I can't get close. But this is a rear view of the building where people used to be quarantined. This is just one of the areas where people were quarantined.
At this point, both on my left and right, you could see a lot of activity going on. Stores were open. Some people were still lined up to do their tests because the new policy after the lockdown is you need to have a 72-hour result to be able to enter public places, not to your compound where you live, but to public places. So people are lining up to get their tests done about every 2 days or so they can be free to go to public places. As I rode along, there was heavy traffic building up everywhere, a good sign that the city was really coming alive. Usual scenes that were common before the lockdown were coming back. And it wasn't long before I met other riders on the road who were just as eager as me in the same situation. Having not ridden a motorcycle for 2 months, it's really killing for anyone who is a fanatic. So they had bigger bikes than me and they were way ahead of me, but I enjoyed the chase. And it was just so exciting to be back on the road on the motorcycle.
Alright guys, so if you look in the distance, just at that intersection, you will see health workers still dressed in their protective gear, PPEs. And if you look up there, I don't know if you can see, all the way out there, that whole huge building is the Shanghai National Exhibition Center. And this was one of the quarantine sites for the COVID patients during the peak of the outbreak. You can't get close to it because the whole perimeter has been cordoned off, and in front at the next intersection as well. So I don't want to get into any kind of trouble, so I'm just standing here at a distance to show you. But this is just one wing of the exhibition center. It is really huge. So what you're seeing here is just one section of it, and I think there are about 5 or 4 more sections just like this one, stretching from here all the way to that place. So you can imagine the scale of the number of people who were quarantined. I mean, if you require this size of a place, it just tells you how many cases were there during the peak of it. But we are excited to be out now. I'm just going to move ahead, and then when I get to the next intersection, I'll just give you a quick glance of the other side of the building. So guys, I have to turn right here, but if you look, this is just still the part of the angle that I was showing you before, and as you can see, it's still blocked, and there are probably still a few patients in there, or maybe they are just waiting to get it disinfected before they let it roll through. And this very road that I'm on, behind me in the other direction is the way to Costco. The only Costco is Shanghai. So if you usually use the road to Costco, then you have to find an alternative route because of the quarantine center, the road has been blocked.
At this point of the ride, I had had enough of my first day out riding my motorcycle after the lockdown, and I thought it was time to head back home.
Lions roaring in the morning sun. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah.
Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm so excited today because I got to ride my motorcycle after 2 months since the lockdown was lifted on June 1st. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if this is your first time, don't forget to smash the subscribe button down there so we can grow this channel together. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Until I see you in the next video guys, ride legal, ride safe always. Peace out.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand.